within 3 months of your arrival, you will now need to apply for a resident permit in the Department of Immigration here in Luxembourg. And you'll be needing your passport, you'll be needing the UPE contract, you'll be needing your allowance, temporary allowance to stay here in Luxembourg. You will be needing... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Modesta, a Nigerian mommy vlogger living in Luxembourg. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, if this is your first time visiting my channel, hi, you're highly welcome. Subscribe to the channel, join the family if you aren't yet a member. Yeah, so in this video today, you already saw the title, right? I'll be discussing with you how you can migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair. I know I did like few videos back, I think my third last video, when you count from the latest video I have uploaded, you will see that I made a video about unskilled jobs in Luxembourg. I talked about the unskilled jobs available right now in Luxembourg, and if you don't mind, I'll be leaving the link in case if you're interested to watch that video to hear everything I said in that video. And I mentioned about nanny, I mentioned about caretakers, I mentioned about UPE, I mentioned about caregivers. Okay, yeah, so these are the 4 things I think I talked about in that video. And to be honest, in the comment section, a lot of my subscribers kept asking how can I migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair? Is it possible to migrate to Luxembourg, you know, as an au pair from Nigeria, and all of that and all of that. I got all your questions, but yeah, like I said, always leave a comment for me in the comment section. It helps me to know what my subscribers want, and it helps me to like create content back to back for you guys. And in response to that, I decided to make this video, this video in particular, to tell you guys how you can migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair. And yes, to be honest, you can migrate from Nigeria as an au pair. You can migrate from America. I know a family here in Luxembourg, their au pair came from America, and he visited, and I think after 1 year he went back, and then right now he is in Luxembourg and he's working. He's no longer an au pair, okay? He now has his own apartment. He's working here in Luxembourg. He's a Black American anyway. Yeah, so it's something I know very well, and I really want to share with you guys in this video how you can migrate to Luxembourg from anywhere in the world, because au pair takes from anywhere in the world, not just West Africa. Yes, you can come as a European member, that's like you're a European citizen and you want to come to Luxembourg as an au pair. It is possible. And then if you are not European member, maybe you are America and you are Africa, you want to come to Luxembourg as an au pair, it is also possible. So that basically, I'll be talking with you in this video how to migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair, as a non-European member. And if you feel this is what you want to watch or you want to know, I would advise you keep watching this video, because in this video I'll be sharing with you the criteria that is required for you to be an au pair in Luxembourg. I'll be sharing with you how to meet your host family, that is the family you are coming to meet here in Luxembourg, how you can get in touch with them, how you can chat them up and tell them, see, I have experience in taking care of kids or taking care of animals. I have experience in this. I have like 3 years experience. And remember, you don't come here and start, you know, shouting at people, you know, white people, because most times the people that actually need the au pair are basically white. Maybe they want someone to stay with their kids when they're off work, or someone who can stay with their kids when their kids are back from school. Why am I even biting my tongue? Okay, now, baby girl, calm down, calm down. Why am I waiting? Okay, so they want someone who can stay with their kids when their kids are back. They want someone to stay with their kids when their kids are back from school, and you'll be doing all of that. And the good thing is that you have off days to yourself. You can have like 2 times in a week off day, and you have an amount of hours you work the whole week, and you are paid. Okay, you are paid for it. And then your host family provides an insurance for you, medical insurance and all of that. There are so many good things attached to it. Then the bad side of it is that after 1 year, you will go back to your country. Au pair is basically 1 year. After 1 year, you will go back to your country and reapply to come. You know, because, you know, one thing with traveling is once you go to a particular place, when you want to come back, it is a lot easier. So you can now reapply to come, and you come back here, you know, you can get a job, and then you can start working. Now, so I said I'm going to tell you how to meet your host family and ways to go about it, right? So without wasting much of your time, without further ado, let's just dive into this video. So you guys, we're back. So I want to start with mentioning the criteria that is required to migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair. Number one thing you need to know is that if you want to come to Luxembourg as an au pair, you must be between 18 years. As in 18 years is the adult age. That is when the adult age starts. Between 18 to 30 years. Number one, you must be between 18 to 30 years. Number two, you are not married, you don't have kids. Not after you say, I went to pick my children are calling me, or you know, I need to travel and go and visit my children. Like you're coming as a single person, you're not married. Number three, you should speak English primarily. I know you asked me, but Luxembourg, they speak 3 or 4 international languages. Yes, I know I've also mentioned that several times in my videos, but the primary language you need to understand or know as an au pair is English. And maybe by the time you get talking to your host family, you will not understand if the host family speaks French or German. But if you don't speak any of those, it is really not a problem. You can migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair. An au pair is what the UK call caregiver. So au pair actually is a senior caregiver job in Luxembourg. Okay, so you can migrate as an au pair. Just know how to speak English, you know, primarily. Then any other language is a plus. Number four, I think I'm in number four. Number four is you have at least high school diploma. This one doesn't require you to go to university. Like if you just finished secondary school and you feel this is what you can do, or you have passion or desire for it, then go for it. You have at least high school diploma, and you can foot your travel and visa expenses. If you know you can foot your travel and visa expenses, yes. Finally, make sure you meet the criteria for the travel. And before I dive much more into this video, these are just the criteria. And before I dive much into this video, I'll be leaving, let me say it, I'll be leaving all links in the comment section, if possible, in my description box. So do well to check my description box, because the last video I uploaded, I left links in the comment section, and I got a message that the links are not clickable. So maybe I'll be leaving them in my description, in the comment section. I'll just pin the links so that you can go. I'll leave the links where you can apply. I'll leave the links, you know, how you can create a profile so that your host family can locate you. You chat with different families. Like, families come with what they want. Maybe they want a child, they want you to take care of a child of 2 years, and they list everything they want. And if you meet those criteria, you go ahead and chat them up and tell them that you are available and you are capable of doing all of those. So right now, I'll start with telling you the step-by-step how you can migrate to Luxembourg as an au pair. The number one thing you need to do is you look for a host family. Like I said, I will leave all links in the comment section and I'll pin them. So I mentioned that I'll leave a link for you where you can create a profile, right? Yeah, so when you create a profile, you look for a host family, you identify with a particular host family. If you match their description, you go ahead and chat them, and yeah, chat them through the link I will leave with you in the comment section. So this is the number one thing you need to do. Another thing I want to add to this is you have to make your profile very attractive to the host families you're looking for. Okay, you have to make your profile very attractive, and if your profile is very much attractive, the platform will automatically, you know, redirect better host families to you. So the more attractive your profile is, the more you get, you know, people, I don't know how to put it, but I know you understand what I mean. The more you get like better host families that want to chat you up and they're interested in knowing more about you. Yeah. Then the number 2 thing you need to do or you need to know is you have to check the validity of your passport. It has to be your passport. You should not come with almost expiring passport. They will deny you visa. You should have a passport that is still valid till your whole stay in Luxembourg. Like I mentioned, UPE or senior caregiver jobs here in Luxembourg is basically 1 year, and after 1 year you go back to your country, and then it is a lot easier for you to come back here, you know, migrate automatically and start working, because when you are here already, your 1 year is enough to make friends, build yourself around the country. I don't know how, but you know what I mean. Yeah, build yourself, equip yourself very well, get contacts and all of that. Yeah, and if you're a nice person, your host family can, even before you even go back, your host family will automatically bring you back again. So the number 3 thing you will need to do is to, once you get a host family, you ask your host family to sign the contract. The contract helps you and your host family, you know, to document. It is very vital that you document it, okay, so that it does, when there is misunderstanding in future or anything, like you can read through the contract what it says in there. So the contract is another vital thing that you need to do. Don't even neglect it and say, oh no, because the contract, the government is favoring you as an UPE and the host family. So when you neglect it, for example, your host family doesn't pay you the amount government said every host family should pay, you can, you know, you can take them to court. You can say, no, I'm standing on my rights. So don't even think that they are doing you a favor. You should ask them. Once you get a host family, you should ask them to sign the contract. To become an UPE in Luxembourg, you need to be validated by the Ministry of National Education. To do so, you need to, you know, fill out the free online application form. When you are done, you attach all the required documents, then send it to your host family. So when you send it to your host family, they will now submit it to the National Youth Service. When you submit to your host family, they will submit it to the National Youth Service. Now you're getting ready to come to Luxembourg, right? So the 5th thing you need to do is you need to apply for your temporary residence permit here in Luxembourg. After filling out that form and send it to your host family will submit it to the National Youth Service, and once it is approved, they will send it back to you. Right now, if you want to apply for a temporary residence permit, you will now have to take that has been approved here in Luxembourg, and then your birth certificate, your passport. When you get all these things, or when you get all these things, you take it to the Department of Immigration, and yeah, they would process your temporary residence permit here in Luxembourg. So the next thing you need to do is to confirm the type of visa that they're giving you. Like if you're planning to stay less than 3 months, you will need a type C visa, but if it is longer than 3 months, that is like 1 year, so you need a type D visa. We're almost coming to an end. Yeah, moving forward, the 7th thing that I think you need to do is within 3 days of your arrival in Luxembourg, you need to file your arrival here in the arrival declaration here in Luxembourg, and you will need your UPE contracts, the contract that your host family signed earlier, I mentioned it, and your passport, your temporary stay allowance. All these things, you will take them to the Ministry of Education to file for your arrival here in Luxembourg. Within 3 months of your arrival, you will now need to apply for a residence permit in the Department of Immigration here in Luxembourg, and you'll be needing your passport, you'll be needing the UPE contract, you'll be needing your allowance, temporary allowance to stay here in Luxembourg. You will be needing a copy of your arrival declaration. You will also be needing medical certificate by SMI. You will also be needing tax payments. All these things, you will need them to apply for your residence permit. And the residence permit gives you an edge to move freely within and outside Luxembourg. You can travel to any of the neighboring countries freely because you are a legal resident here in Luxembourg. So you shouldn't miss this one. This is an integral part of your travel, of your journey. The last thing that you need to do after doing all these other 8 things I mentioned earlier, you would have to register yourself with CCSS. What is CCSS? Communal Center of Social Security. So what does it do? You have to tell your host family to register you with the CCSS so that you can have health and accident insurance throughout your whole stay here in Luxembourg. Yeah, so this is the last thing you will need to do, and I hope you found this video very helpful. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, and feel free to leave your comments. I'm down there replying your comments as usual. Like, the earlier you leave your comments, the better, because it gives me an edge when I'm replying everybody. I reply you at once, okay? Yeah, so I'm down there replying your comments, and if there is anything you did not understand, yes, or if you have more questions, leave more questions for me, especially in the areas you would want me to talk about, or you would want me to plan and film. So leave more questions for me in the comment section. And have you shared this video out yet? Have you shared to your friends and family? Have you shared out? Like, if you've done all that, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, and thank you for supporting me so far. And if you find this video really helpful, I know I've said this before, but I just want to say it again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to my channel. Until next time, stay safe, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Yes, don't forget, check the comment section to see all the links I promised you. I love you guys.
Vele right down.